The Cold War, a global struggle for power and influence between the United States and the Soviet Union. It was a battle of ideologies, capitalism versus communism. But the war was fought in the shadows, through espionage, an arms race, and the quest for space domination. After World War II, Europe was in ruins, and tensions between the two superpowers grew. The US, a capitalist democracy, and the Soviet Union, a communist state, found themselves on opposite sides of a divided world. The Iron Curtain fell, separating East from West. The Berlin Wall became a stark reminder of this ideological divide. Espionage was a key weapon in the Cold War. The CIA and the KGB engaged in covert operations, gathering intelligence, stealing secrets, and manipulating world events. Infiltration was common. Double agents like Kim Philby operated in the shadows, feeding crucial information to their handlers. Trust on either side was a dangerous game. The Cold War wasn't just about intelligence, it was also about firepower. Both superpowers engaged in a dangerous arms race, amassing nuclear arsenals capable of wiping out humanity. Tensions peaked during the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962. For 13 days, the world held its breath as the US and the Soviet Union stood on the brink of nuclear war. In the end, diplomacy prevailed, but the threat of annihilation hung over the world for decades. The Cold War extended beyond Earth. The space race became a symbol of technological and ideological supremacy. The Soviets took an early lead with the launch of Sputnik, and Yuri Gagarin became the first man in space. But in 1969, the US claimed victory when Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon, planting the American flag in the lunar soil. While the superpowers avoided direct conflict, they fought proxy wars around the globe. Vietnam, Korea, and Afghanistan became battlefields where the Cold War's ideological battle played out, costing millions of lives. By the 1980s, the Cold War began to thaw. Leaders like Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev opened the door to diplomacy. In 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed, bringing an end to this long, tense chapter in history. The Cold War was over, but its legacy still shapes the world we live in today. A world of alliances, advanced technology, and a balance of power born from decades of conflict. The Cold War may be in the past, but its echoes remain in the world's politics, military strategy,